Hi, I'm for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shannon, and I'm here today to tell you about how God has hand over my life and has never ever failed me. There's a couple of events in my life that have happened that have really proved this point. The first one actually starts when I'm 15 months old. I was diagnosed with a sudden death heart condition that meant that basically all my organs were shutting down, and I've been told that I shouldn't have survived. And I had to get corrective heart surgery. I can only thank God for being here today. I can only thank God for all the prayers that my family were, it was a scary time for them, and they just prayed and trusted in God. And thankfully, here I am. I survived, and it's all because of God. It's all for Him. At 5 years of age, I decided to give my life to God, and it was in my granny's house, and I remember it so clearly, and it was such a special time in my life that I just said, you know what, God, I want to be a child of yours. And I think it's so important to remember now that it's not, God's not just for adults. It's not just for the adults to make that decision to follow Him, but you can make that decision as a young child, and He loves children, and he accepts you as His at any age, which is just so lovely. And I'm so thankful that I got to ask God into my heart at 5, because he'd already done so much in my life as a baby, and then as my life is going on, you'll hear that He carried on doing amazing things for me, and I know He'll keep on doing amazing things for me as I go on in life. So I got to 12, and I actually started fainting, getting shortage of breath, chest pains, and extremely tired. And it wasn't until I was 15 that the doctors and the hospital and all had realised that I actually had another sudden death syndrome called anomalous pulmonary venous connection, which is a tongue twister. But it basically meant that I had a wonky valve, and I also had a hole in my heart that was the size of a 50p. This one was a bit different as I was a bit older, so I feel like I maybe know more about it because I can remember it better, and I know I found it a lot scarier, and it was definitely a time in my life where it was like, why me? Why have this happened to me again? And I understood that the doctors, no one had really seen it or had never had to do corrective surgery on it before because it had been too late to find it in postmortems and things like that. So it was thankful to God that it had been found, and it was amazing that I was 15 and still alive, still living, but super scary. And although it was a scary time in my life, I feel like it was a time where I grew closer to God. I had no other option. I had to put everything I had in God's hands, and I had to just say, you know what, God, I am scared, yes, but I have to leave it with you and just pray that and know that you're in control and that you have your hand over my life and you will not fail me. So the night before the operation, I felt really scared, and I remember looking in the mirror and I was crying, I was upset, and Mum and Dad, they were all in the room, and I didn't want them to know that I was scared because it was such a scary thing for everybody, and I wanted to be like, I'm fine, it's been an operation, yeah, I'm scared, but I was really, really scared. And I remember praying to God, and I was just like, whatever happens, Lord, it's in your hands, and whatever happens, you've got this, you've got control of the situation, and I trust you. And just as I opened my eyes, I felt this warm, like a hug, someone was hugging me around my body, and I was like, wow, that's you, Jesus, you are here, you're right beside me, I'm not doing this on my own, I'm doing this with you, and you are going, everything's going to be okay, I trust you completely. And it was a peace that I've never felt like that before until then, and it was amazing, and what a peace it was. And that was God's hand over my life, that was God never failing me. And thankfully, after surgery, here I am, amazing. God just completely had His way and kept me safe throughout it. And doctors, nurses, they couldn't believe that this had happened, that this sudden death syndrome was found, corrective surgery was a success, and it's all for the glory of God. It's all because of Him that I am here to tell this story, and I just think it's amazing. It makes me so happy. I am so thankful again. I don't think I can probably say it ever enough. He had His hand over my life when I was 15 months. I asked Him into my heart at 5, and I remember it so well. And then at 15, here I am again, another extremely rare sudden death heart condition, and He's his hand's still there, he's still protecting me. So fast forward into more recent years, I found out I was pregnant at the end of 2018, and it was so exciting, so lovely. As you can imagine, great news. But unfortunately, there was a wee bit of worry and a wee bit scared, as I wasn't sure, and neither was my husband, about how would I be able to carry the baby full term. Is my heart strong enough, you know, for me and the baby? Will it determine, will it affect the baby's weight and the baby's size? Will it, you know, is the baby going to have a heart condition? That was my main worry. I didn't want my baby to have a heart condition, and you know, it's just that mother's thing. You don't want your baby ever to have to struggle. And I remember thinking, oh, like if the baby does have this heart condition, and then I remember saying to Paul, like, what are we going to do? Like, this is my fault. And he says, Shannon, it's not. Like, come on here. Let me just pray about this. We leave this in God's hands. Like, you know, we've left everything else in his hands in the rest of my life, and I'm leaving this in his hands. And I was like, yeah, and you know what? It was another time where we just got closer to God. It was a scary time, but yet we knew that God was our only hope and our only answer and our only way we can have peace, knowing it's in his hands. So we just prayed and prayed, and you know, I'm so happy that I can say that Ellie was born on the 7th of August, and she was only 8 days early, and she was 5'9", and she had no heart defects, no heart conditions, and it was amazing. Like, we are so thankful to God for, well, I'm thankful for God for everything he's done in my life till now. And I know, like, I'm now so thankful for God, everything he's done in Ellie's life. Even in the womb, he had his hand over her and he was protecting her. And you know, I'm excited for how he has his hand on my life for what's to come. Because I know no matter what comes in my way or whatever comes in life, for me and my family, that God never fails us, he never leaves us, and he is always has his hand protecting us. I'm going to finish in a wee psalm. It's Psalm 139, verse 13 and 14. And it says, "For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. Praise you, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." And you know, I do know that full well. So thanks everybody for listening.